Hello, everybody, and I am Mama D. Darlene, and welcome to Angel Meadows, a conversation with friends. Now, my friend today is actually a new friend for me as well, so we're all going to get to know him all at the same time. His name is Aiden, and I'm not going to say your last name because I'm pretty sure I have crucified it throughout the week. But Aiden is a good friend of Jennifer's journey. He's a really good friend of mine because she was luckily or unlucky enough to have co-hosted a show with me at one time for a child still alive. But this evening, she has a group on Facebook, and in this group, I met Aiden. I watched him grow, and I love to catch his readings. And so, with Jennifer nodding and nudging and prodding, he has agreed to come on our show. Thank you, Aiden, very much.
Thank you, Darlene, for having me on here. I really appreciate it, and
Uh,
I hope everybody enjoys tonight's conversation and show. And I want to say thanks very much for having me on. It's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to be part of Jennifer's group as well. But it's a really great group, and I'm privileged and honored to be part of that as well. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
well, you're welcome, and you're gonna do me a favor though. You're gonna take a deep breath, okay? Because you're so stressed. You're like little Speedy Gonzales there. So you need to slow down and take a breath. There's nobody in this room except for maybe one or two people. Nobody bites really hard. They nibble a little bit, but there's no biting allowed in class. So, all right. So, tell everybody just a little bit about you. So, for those
uh,
of you who are not your friends in the chat room, which we have quite a few, thank you all for coming. For those of you who are going to be listening on in archives, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, Aiden.
Well, my name is Aidan Lucid. I'm from Ireland. I have been doing spiritual work, I suppose, for the last 7 years. I've always been a spiritual person myself. It was really since my teenage years that I could kind of sense things. But after a while, that kind of stopped until 2002 when I started saying a prayer called the Holy Rosary, and that really just opened a lot of doors for me, and it helped me to become a writer. And I that was in 2002, and then fast forward to 2008. I started getting interested in angels, and I started reading Doreen Virtue books. And then in 2011, I had my first Reiki session done. And for those of you that don't know what Reiki is, it's a type of hands-on healing. So when I had that session done, um, it really opened up what they call chakras in my body, their energy points. And it really opened up my chakras, and I could really start to sense things around me, and I could kind of foresee things before they happened. And it was around that time as well that I started doing angel card readings. So I used to do them on family and friends and stuff like that, but I didn't really have the courage to do it on Facebook at that time. So in 2014, I was part of a group, a Facebook group, and I used to see people doing photo readings. So I said one night, I just try it. So I did, I tried it, and I found that I was actually good at it. So it was from there that I kind of got the courage to do online readings for people. And in 2016, I decided to, as they say, well, I won't say go pro, but I decided to do one-to-one readings for people online. So I just took it from there. Then I set up Lucid Psychic Services, and I do angel card readings and I do photo readings as well.
Well, okay. One of the things that stood out in that is that you said you're a writer. What do you write?
Well, I write. I write film reviews for some websites. Well, I used to. I wrote for my local newspaper as well, but I mainly write fiction, as in fantasy or horror. I have a book coming out next year. Will it be coming out December of this year? It's a book of predictions, what's going to happen um, from, say, January to June of next year using the angel cards. And what I've seen so far, next year is going to be a great year um, for a lot of people in the spiritual field, you know. And like the foundations that you lay this year will be really, really great for next year. So, if you want to start off being a reader or you want to get into the spiritual full time, now is the time to start because next year is going to be a great year when you do lay the groundwork. So that's what the book is going to be about. And I also have a fantasy novel coming out next year as well. And it's aimed at they call the young adult market, which is like, teenagers, people between 13 to 19 years of age. But I find that adults are quite interested in fantasy, that kind of genre as well. So I suppose it's not just for teenagers, it's for adults as well. That book will be coming out maybe around April or May of next year, and it's called The Lost Son. So
That's interesting. We'll have to get a copy of the book and I'll find a teenager to read it. They
thank
actually read anymore. I don't know. Okay, no, I was just checking green because I noticed Supergirl. Let's get this one because I'm not going to get all mixed up. Supergirl. I was just checking to make sure that because you didn't have yours on and who Anonymous was and so cat moment. Thought, hey, thank you, Jennifer's Journey. Sorry, I screamed there for a minute. That link in the chat room is Aiden's website, Facebook site. So go check him out. Adam is a friend. And one of the things I've been noticing on Facebook is we've been getting a lot of friend requests. So if it's possible, when you send a friend request now to anybody, sort of send them a message and say, hey, it's me, you heard me, and blah, blah. And they'll just go, hi, I'm going to miss you. Because we'll have Aiden going, oh my God, there's crazies coming from Melodies show. There are, but we've already established here. So, meh. But, so yeah. So your Reiki session now, I know a little bit about Reiki. What made you go get a Reiki session? What
um,
session you do it?
I don't really know. I was actually walking down the street one day, and this is in 2009, and I saw that, and I kind of knew that it was a healing kind of a practice, but I wasn't too sure.
Hmm.
So, it was always in the back of my mind after I saw Reiki to get it done. So 2 years later, a friend of mine introduced me to a lovely lady named Helen, and she was a Reiki practitioner, and she introduced me to Reiki, and she did the Reiki session on me. So that was really a special moment, and myself and Helen were grew to be good friends for a while, but unfortunately Helen passed away a few years back. But she also introduced me to angel cards, and I'm eternally grateful for that because I do find that they are a great to help you get answers and point you in the right direction.
Very true. I'm rather partial to angel cards. Um, and Helen is a very lovely name, which thanks God. But since Helen was your friend and the woman who introduced you to Reiki and the angel cards, there's a very good chance that she's probably over there watching over you very closely right now.
That's
And
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
yeah,
True.
because you know that when you know something over here, I believe that we carry it into the other side, into to the universe, and we can come back and poke people that irritated us. Okay, Scott? I'll be going there before you, boy. And so I think that there's quite a good possibility that she's with you now. Your family and friends, you said that you used to do readings for them. What did they think when you first started?
Well, they weren't exactly. I suppose they were kind of a bit. Like they're religious, but they're kind of not too religious. They believe in God and stuff like that. But like I suppose they are open to the idea of angels. But they weren't too sure of how of what to make of me doing angel card readings. But once I started doing it for them and friends as well, they actually got amazed, you know, that I was able to do it, and so was I, because I couldn't believe that I was able to do this. So you know, I love doing it, and it has helped a lot of people since I started doing it, and you know, I'm glad it has helped people, and that's part of the reason why I do it, is to help people and give them a bit of hope. And I think we all could do with a bit of hope um, in today's world, because there's so much going on, and there's so much negativity. So when we can offer them a bit of hope and let them know that everything is going to be okay, and that you're going in the right direction, then, you know,
Yeah,
it helps them to feel good as well, you know.
exactly.
Because I know a lot of people, as I said, this in Jennifer's group, but I've been seeing 11, 11 and 33 and 44 myself a lot lately, and that's been a good indicator to me that I'm going in the right direction as well, and that things might be a little bit tough now, but they will get better.
True. Very, very true. We have to, even in the negative, even when the things are at its lowest, there's always something for us to learn. And I think, everybody that we meet teaches us something. So I think that not only are you going to be teaching a lot of people here in this chat room a few things, you seem to be very, very well liked,
Thank you.
and you have this quiet calm about you. Don't ever want to see you get mad, for sure. Never, because something tells me it'd be deep. But you have this quiet calm about you that makes people feel comfortable. You know, so
Thank
and it's a good thing, you know, especially with angels, because you don't want to be one of those people that your angel thinks of you and goes, oh my god, you know, make me fly.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so you like Doreen Virtue cards. Why? Okay, aside from the obvious, but why Doreen Virtue? And what was your very first deck?
Well, actually, my very first deck, I got cards I got was tarot cards, and they weren't Doreen Virtues, and I just didn't like the feel of them. You know, I didn't get a good vibe off them, so I threw them away, and it was years later. I'm talking about 6 or 7 years later. I tried angel cards, and the first deck of angel cards I got, I can't remember them, but they had a purple cover, and there was Doreen Virtues, and I just got such a positive feeling from them, you know. And
Mm,
then I migrated from them to that deck to this deck right here. Can you see it? It's the messages from your angels. That was my first real deck, and it's the deck I started using when I was doing readings online with people. I started out doing that, and I got other decks as well. And I'll be, you know, maybe later on tonight I can do maybe pull a few cards for a few people in the group that would like to do that. But I got other decks as well. But that deck proves to be popular with a lot of people. And I like the Angel Answers deck as well, and
mm,
Archangel Michael, of course. I love Archangel Michael. He's the angel I most resonate with, apart from Archangel Raphael. Um, so I really love that deck. You know.
very good. Well, we have a question in the chat room. I kind of almost missed it until I got poked. It's about one second. I copied and pasted it. Give me a second. Aiden, is that? Oh God,
But
is
what was
your surname or
yeah, yeah, that's my
Aiden
name.
or the description of what you can do?
Yeah, and Aiden Lucid, yeah, Lucid is my surname. It's common in the area that I'm living in, but outside of the area that I live in, it's not as common. Because I'm a qualified Reiki practitioner myself. After I did Reiki, after I had the session done on me, I trained under Helen to be a level 1 and level 2 practitioner, and then which means I can send distant healing to people. So say, for example, if I had a friend in England or America who were not feeling well, I could send them healing from my own house here in Ireland to them in England and using Reiki. And but I also do, like I said, angel card readings and photo readings as well.
And what was the other word? Sorry, I missed that one in the static.
Photo readings,
Oh, photo readings. Oh,
uh,
okay. So, if somebody wants to send you a photo, if you really, the person doesn't matter what the person is alive or past. They send you a photo and say, tell me what you get, or,
well, I usually only really do photo readings of people who are living because I find that they're a bit safer for me personally. But there is sometimes if I'm drawn to a picture of someone that has passed, I will try and read it, but I prefer just to do pictures of people who are living, you know. And my reason for that is, even though I always protect myself and ground myself, I know the person who's living is their energy coming through. But if a person has passed, no, there's no guarantee that it's the energy of that person coming through, you know.
okay. Okay. I've seen a little bit of both. Now, when did you join? We're going to dish right now. When did you join Jennifer's group, and what do you think of Jennifer as a mentor? She's not a teacher because she doesn't teach. She guides you, so she's a guide. Now, dish the dirt on her. Come on.
Well, there's no dirt, so Jennifer, you can rest easy anyway. No,
You
I
say
think
as well.
um, no, I think I joined Jennifer's group around at the end of November of last year, and I think after a week after I joined the group, I think I got talking to Jennifer, and instantly straight away, you know, there was a connection there. There was you know, kind of like-minded, you know, and you could feel that this was a lady who actually cared about her readers and cared about people in the group, and you know, she, like myself, she loves to help people, and I'm very fortunate to have met Jennifer, and I feel very privileged to be part of the group as well. So, and I met a lot of nice people in the group. You know, I think Rachel's here and Diana's here. I think there's a few other people as well. So, hi guys. But and Cheryl's here. So, yeah, I really am privileged, and you know, I feel honored to be part of Jennifer's group.
Okay, she's paid you well. Thanks, Cheryl. Um, okay, no talking about food in the chat room today. Okay, so of all the readings that you've done, and I know as a reader myself, and as psychics and mediums all say that you can't remember them all because it's just too much for our brains. It's just sort of we do the reading and then. But is there any one that sort of stands out in your memory?
There is actually, there about 3 years ago, I think it was around December 2015, I was doing a reading for a Scottish lady, and it was a photo reading. It was online, and she asked me would I do, read her photo for her. So that was fine. I agreed to, and I was doing the reading, and I was sitting in my kitchen, and I was sitting at the table, and to my right was my oven, okay, and I had a cloth in a packet, okay, in a little square packet, that I used for cleaning my glasses, and it was resting on the oven. So I was about halfway through the reading. It was through Facebook, and I was typing out the reading in a Facebook message format. And next thing, I could kind of feel something around the back of my neck. And when I looked over to my right to the oven, the packet that contained the cloth for cleaning my glasses, it just suddenly flew off the oven. It was like someone had come along and just went like that and just knocked it off the oven, and it kind of freaked me out. So I remember it for that reason, but other than that, there was another reading as well. I did. I think it was a couple of months before that, and it was in a different group. And this girl was going through a hard time. And when I was doing the reading, I think her mother came through, and because it was a photo reading I was doing with this lady, and her mother gave me a message, and it actually helped turn that girl's life around. So. Um, I'm just glad I was able to help her in that way, you know.
Yeah, it's always nice when we can give a message that makes people stop and take a deep breath. But I think that packet of the clear of your glasses cleaner, that was spirits good it takes a lot of energy for spirit to move things, from what I understand from a lot of my paranormal investigation friends. So they really wanted your attention. They really wanted you to get the confirmation of that, of what you were doing. So that's totally awesome. I like that. Have you ever thought about doing uh like paranormal investigations? Is that something that interests you? Is that something that, because we all touch on different subjects, you know,
Um,
and because you had that moment, that might be something, that would be connection to spirit in a different way.
I have thought about it. You know, I used to watch a show here in Ireland called Most Haunted. I don't know if you guys have seen
Mm.
it in America. And I've seen the other paranormal shows as well. And, there is a part of me that would like to do it, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want an uninvited visitor following me home.
Well, everything is all well protected, and if you're working with a proper group, then, you know, they know how to ground themselves, protect themselves, and they don't bring people in unexpectedly. But that'd be something that, for some reason, anyway, it's not. It's just okay. But that would be something for you to look into, just as a curiosity thing to look
Yeah.
at it. Because, like I said, Spirit reached out to you. My way of looking at it, Spirit reached out to you in a big way, giving you that confirmation that he or she was there by tossing up the glasses packet cleaner thing, the jigger, off the counter, and so it's maybe something you should look into in the future. Right now, we need to keep you in Jennifer's group. So like, she'd be like, what did you do sending him off there? Hmm.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Now, you said that you were willing to do some readings in the chat room. We'll take anybody who wants. Okay, this is going to be a learning experiment for everybody. I'm going to pay attention to everybody who says puts their hand up in the chat room. I want to see if you guys have been paying attention to learning how to do things in here. Down at the bottom of your screen, you will see a little hand. If you click on it, a little thing will pop up, and it will say like that. I want my hand up. I want a reading. I'm having fun tonight. I'm picking on people. Whoop, there was Scott Stevenson was the first one up, and he learns quickly. But what we'll do is we'll just take yeah, you did it. You already put your hand up. You're getting it anyway. Won't be putting it down. So if anybody wants a reading, either comment something, but I just want to see who put their hand up besides me. So. Okay. Sarah, there's my asses. Sarah doesn't see. Sarah, are you on your computer laptop? Jackie, you're late. Figures. All right. We have a question in the chat room while I'm taking. I see her has got her hand up. Okay. Scott, I came from quite a religious area in southwest Scotland. It says this is that is very intolerant to anything not of their religion. What was it like where you live, growing up?
I think maybe over the last 10 years, there is a bit of a change. People are becoming more open-minded. They're becoming more open to the idea of like angels and other alternative healing and all that kind of thing. But like, if you say to people, for example, if you're in a bar or a pub and you say, "Oh, I'm a psychic and I do angel card readings," you get kind of strange looks, you know, and you see, you know, you kind of go, they kind of look at you kind of differently. So, I don't say it too often. I keep it to myself. I obviously, you know, with Jennifer's group and other groups like that, you know, I do say it there and I do read it to people. But where I live, even though people are open to psychics and stuff like that, it's still not something you want to just come out and say straight away, you know, because usually there's a few smart asses who say, oh really, you can tell the future, you know, what are the lotto numbers, you know, so or who's going to win the lottery next week. So you know, so I tend to be careful of who I share my gifts with, you know, or you know, I tell that I do angel card readings or photo.
Does your family have a harder, family and or friends have a harder time accepting the angel card readings or the Reiki healing?
No, they're very open to it. They're very accepting to it, you know. But there's still like people that you know, not family members now, but like in general, in Ireland, there's still a lot of people who kind of frown upon the angel cards, and you know, like a lot of the die-hard religious people think that they're
Hmm.
negative, you know, and stuff like that. So, but the opinion is changing, and the people are becoming more open to it, and much more open to it, to angel card readings and stuff like that than they were, say, 10 years ago. I think a lot has happened in the world that that has maybe opened their eyes and show them that you know there is more out there. So you know, which is a good thing because it makes my job easier too if people are more open to it than close-minded people.
Very true. Scott has another question. It's a follow-up question from Silly Doc. Is there an acceptance of the leprechaun, etc.? I'm guessing.
Um, well, well, we always joke about leprechauns over here in Ireland anyway, but not too many people speak of leprechauns and fairies. You know, that's the kind of like there's a thing called a fairy fort, okay, and they're um, they're sacred here in Ireland in the sense that we believe that there are forts, kind of like they're kind of like a mound or kind of a hut that is
Okay.
built by fairies, and we know that if you touch it or if you damage it or interfere with it in any way, that you will not have any luck. So people are very superstitious about that kind of thing, alright, but you know, they don't talk about fairies or leprechauns very often.
Mhm. Well, I don't see. Well, with time, everybody will know that there's truth out there. So yeah, and Scott says thank you very much. So we have seriously, we have 15 people in the chat room, and Aiden, somebody just put their hand down. Sharon put their hand down. It's already got you. Pretty much everybody's going to get a reading tonight because we're going to make Aiden work. We're going to make Aiden and the angels and spirit work their magic because I have a feeling. That it's going to be an interesting one. So if everybody doesn't have to have their hands up, I've got down names, and if I miss you at when we're done with the, that reading, just sort of, I'll say, okay, anybody else? And y'all can scream and shout all you want. Christy says, hi Missy, who has to do it? Oh, people in the woohoo mood. Okay, just y'all behave yourselves. No chair dance, no table dancing. Okay, that's my job. Just dancing. Okay, hey gorgeous. Okay, so the deck that you're going to work with this evening.
It's called Messages from Your Angels. It's actually here. Can you guys
Okay.
see that?
Yeah. Oh, I wish I had gotten a good picture of it. We put it up in the thing. But, it's a Doreen Virtue deck. Alright, so, Scott again with his questions. He's very good with questions. I was just showing the wee hand thing to Doreen. Unless Aiden is very keen to do me first. I am more than happy to wait and see if there's time at the end. No, You made the mistake of you use putting up your wee hand. You're gonna get the wee first one on the list. So when you're ready to do the cards, we'll start with Scott first.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah, no problem. Okay, card I picked here is called Lila. Okay, I read out what it says in the card. It says, spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Now, that's what it says in the card, but I'm going to just give you my interpretation of what I feel the card is saying, okay? Um, it's actually funny. If you look at the card here, you might be able to see it. There's actually a full moon on the card. There's a picture of a full moon on the card. So how funny is that? But basically, what they're saying is, I think that either this week or next week, you will have to make a decision, Scott, and the angels are saying to take your time with this and not to rush into it. And I think that if you take a walk in the countryside or take a walk in nature, you will gain your inspiration to you inspire you to go in the right direction with regards to the decision you have to make. Um, I also see as well with actually the full moon in this card here, is that there's new possibilities coming in your way as well, new opportunities. And it's a time of actually great change for you in a lot of ways. Um, I see there's I think a new male spirit has come into has come around you, maybe a new male spirit guide. I feel that he has actually helped you a lot. And I get the name Frank, or there's an F in his name. Uh, so I think Frank is going to help you further in the next couple of years, next 2 or 3 years with your spiritual work. And I feel that he is going to take you in a completely different direction in a way that you never felt, or you maybe you had thought about going before, but you didn't. So I feel that he is going to take you in a different direction, and it will be a surprising direction, but it will also be interesting as well. And you're actually, I feel you will see your angels more, as in you will see more orbs around you. I feel you've been seeing a lot of orbs lately. Would that be true, Scott? Have you been seeing orbs around you a lot lately? Yeah, like little flashes of light in the corner
he
of your
said,
eye.
"Yep."
Yeah. That's a sign that your angels are saying to take note of them and to listen to what they're saying, because I feel that they have been giving you a little nudge. Okay, they've been kind of nudging you in some way, or they've been saying to you, we're here, listen to us. I feel, this is again what the angels are saying. It's not what I'm saying, but they're saying you're a bit stubborn and you don't listen to them. So they're saying for you to listen to them and not to be stubborn and to go with what they're saying and to not be resistant to what they're saying. I also see water in this card as well, and that tells me that it tells me a couple of things. The first thing is I do feel that within the next 6 to 12 months you may be traveling, you'll be going across the water, okay? Um, but for example, if I'm not too sure, but have you been dreaming about water lately, or has there been water in your dreams? For me personally, um, um, well, okay, you don't dream, but for me, the water symbolizes as well a grace. A grace is a kind of blessing from God, and I do believe that there is a special blessing coming your way. And I believe a prayer that you may have said for someone who is sick, maybe possibly a young boy or a teenage boy, or that kind of way. I believe that prayer will be answered. Okay, um, so. Um, so that prayer will be answered. So I think that's all I'm getting from this card, and that within the next 6 months as well, um, you're, you'll meet a lady who is involved in spiritual work too, and I feel that she will help you. Um, I don't know if you do readings for a living, but she will help you gain more clients and maybe take you in the direction that your new spirit guide wants you to go as well. I feel this lady will be in her mid to late 50s, and she will be somewhere local. She won't be in your town. She might be in the next town or the neighboring town, but I feel that she will help you in a lot of ways. Okay? Oh, and I see blue skies in this card as well, so that means that there's a much positive um, era or phase coming into your life. So, and I'm being told for you to take all opportunities that come your way and don't dismiss anything. Give everything a chance. Okay?
Very good. Thank you.
So, I can breathe now.
Yes, you can breathe now. You got the first one, the most difficult one. It's gone. Out of the way. Get done.
Thank
See?
you.
And nobody bet you.
No?
And there was a lot of yeses in his. There's a few I don't knows, but there was a lot of yeses, so it was very, very good. He's very pleased. The next one up is Sharon.
Here,
Sharon's a very dear friend of mine,
okay.
and she's
Cool.
open to what you have to say.
Up here
Okay?
we have a card called Bridges. Okay, that's the card there. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it. On the card it says caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. So I suppose like Scott's one is again I think what they're saying here is look before you leap, assess all your options and don't just go with the one that seems the easiest, assess all your options first, and when you go through all your options and you feel that you finally found the right one, go with that option then. Um, I'm sensing a strong male presence. I think either a father figure or grandfather figure. I feel that he is around you a lot. He's been around you a lot lately. He's been helping you through a tough time, and I feel, without going into too much detail, it's a family situation. Um, I feel that in a certain way you feel pulled in two directions. So this male is helping you to stay centered and to do what's right for you. And this guy is going to help you resolve this possible family situation. I hope that's making sense to you, Sharon. Um, okay, I'll just see, is there anything else I can pick up? I feel that there is a young dark-haired lady. I don't know if she is connected to the situation that I just mentioned, but I feel this girl is, I won't say trouble, but she maybe uh, kind of makes certain bad choices, and I feel that she made a bad choice recently, but she's learning from it, and I feel that she really is learning from it because again, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I feel that her eyes have been opened. This young lady with the dark hair, and I feel that she finally knows that she can't make this mistake again. I hope that makes sense to you, Sharon. I feel that this girl is possibly aged between 19 to 25 years of age, possibly 22 years of age. I say the number 22. So does that make sense to you, Sharon? So, so that's what I'm sensing from so far. Again, I feel the Archangel Michael is around Sharon a lot lately too, and he's guiding her, and protecting her, and he's letting her know that she is loved and her prayers are being listened to, and they will be answered. But again, it's all about divine timing, and it's God's time. It would be God who plans with the prepares in His time. Um, so, and to not give up hope, and uh, not to give up hope, and to have a bit more faith in yourself. Okay, Sharon, that's what they're saying. To have a bit more faith in yourself, to trust yourself a bit more, and to trust your instincts more. And you're actually a wise person, a very wise person, and you should give yourself more credit than what you actually are. So, I hope that will make sense to you. I know you said the girl, you're not too sure who she is, but maybe when we're finished here, you might come to you, or I might come to you before we finish. So, hope that makes sense.
She said yes, she needed to hear that. Do seem to have an issue with that subject lately. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So,
I didn't say that. Okay. All right. Very good, Hayden. Okay, the next one on my list, if I'm correct, is is Corina.
okay, okay, I'll just pick a card here, and I'm going to here, called Oceana. Okay, can you guys see that? It's called Oceana. And on the card it says, take action, you're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. They're saying here that you need to trust your instinct on this, and I think a certain situation has arisen lately, and this situation has made you second guess yourself, or it has caused you to raise a bit of doubts within yourself. They're saying to trust your instinct, trust your gut, and they're saying that you know yourself who to believe, who not to believe. Um, Also, as well, I'm sensing a lot of flowers around this lady, Karina, and um, I don't know if she has been smelling flowers around her lately, or if she has. Well, she has a garden out the back with a lot of flowers in it, but I do sense that there's a lot of flowers around her lately, and I feel the angels of nature are around her a lot lately too. And and they're saying, just take a step back and uh, take a step back and just see the situation that I was talking about from a different perspective or a different angle. Okay. Um, I feel that I feel the spirit of a man coming through, and he's asking her as well to be cautious and not to jump into anything. Okay. And that there is an opportunity coming her way soon. And I feel it will come from female, but there'll be a connection to a male as well. Um, the female will be like in her late 40s, the male will be in his early 40s, and I think she will be working with them somehow together. It's very hard to explain, but I feel that there will be a great partnership, especially with the lady anyway, and the male will help out as well too. Um, I feel I'm also drawn to the water in this card too, because I feel they're saying that she needs to drink more water and maybe try and cut back on the caffeine, lots of coffee and stuff like that. So to try and drink a bit more water, and it will help her feel more grounded. Okay. Um, I'm also sensing from the water in this card too that Karina is very blessed. Um, she's very blessed in a lot of ways. I feel that she's very talented. I'm not too sure if she is artistic, as in does she like to draw, but I feel she can be very creative. And I see the colour pink around her a lot. I don't know if that's the colour that she likes, but I do see that around her a lot. And um, that is also the colour of the Archangel Samuel. And Archangel Samuel is around her a lot lately too, and I feel that he or or the angel is saying to her that she needs to love herself more and to give herself more credit too, and to take the time off to relax. I feel that she's been very stressed lately, been very busy lately, so just take a day off or take some time out and just to chill. And I feel that from say the middle to the end of this year, I feel that she'll know who her true friends are when a certain situation comes, because she'll know who her true friends are, because they'll have her back. So that's all I'm getting from that card. So there's lots of positive things coming your way. So and you are blessed, and to give yourself a bit more credit, and you really do. Um, have a lot of gifts yourself, some of which you know about, some that you don't. But trust me, you will know about the gifts that you don't know over the next couple of years, because you will discover them. And I feel that this lady and male that I talked about, the lady especially, she will help you discover those. And I think you will discover them more through doing more meditation. So,
Very good. Thank you. Seems that you made a lot of sense with Karina. She likes all the points make so much sense. Next up we have Cheryl.
okay, sure, okay. Okay. Well, it's called Merlina. Can you guys see that? Oh yeah, Merlina. It says, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. Okay, so, again, they're saying, to, I sense that there's been a lot of confusion around, from me, what I'm getting from this card is, I'm sensing, is it Cheryl? That's the day that we're doing it for Cheryl?
Yes.
Yes, okay, sorry, I wasn't too sure if that was Cheryl we were doing it for. I sensed from Cheryl, from this card, is that her life has been going a certain way for so long. Next thing, something has happened, and it's caused confusion. And, it's kind of like, excuse my French, but it's kind of like, oh shit, where do I go from here? So, yeah, I can sense that from the card, and I sense that she might know where to go from here, because sometimes the answers come when when we be still, and it can come from the strangest sources. Okay, so what I'm saying is, I don't know if Cheryl meditates. I think I feel that she might, or she might like to, spend a bit of time on her own. But if she does meditate, to meditate on this, and I feel that the answer will come from a male. Okay, a male that's living, and I feel that he will provide the solution and guide you in what direction to go. Um, I see with the name of the car, Merlina, that when you take out the A at the end of the word, you have Merlin, and that jumped out at me, and it tells me that you have quite a lovely personality, and and uh, you have quite a lovely personality, and I think you tend to see the best in everybody, and you love to give people a chance, and I feel that that has been taken advantage of in the past and quite recently, and I think you kind of wise up as to who you want to help now. So I feel that, don't lose that trait, don't lose that kind of, ability to see the best in everybody, because that will actually help you in your current situation too. Okay, and it will attract the people that you need to help you to go in the direction that you want to go, or to kind of lift the fog that's over your head right now and that's causing this confusion. Um, I also see the color green uh, jumping from this card, and for me, that tells me that there's two types of healing going on right now. Well, actually, there's a couple of types of healing going on right now. There's emotional healing, and there's emotional healing, and I feel it's around the heart, and I feel that you've been hurt recently, and that your angels are healing you and helping you heal from this emotional hurt. I also sense physical healing, either along the center of the back or the arm. This is around here, around the forearm. Okay, um, I feel that there's healing going on there, and I'd like to ask Cheryl, does she sometimes feel like there's like a hot hand on her back, like that she could be sitting down, next thing her back could heat up for some reason? Does that happen, Cheryl? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's the aids of healing, telling you that the healing is taking place, and it's also letting you know that you're not alone, that they do listen to you, that they are around you, and that you are loved. Okay. But I also feel that there's the healing. The other type of healing that I mentioned is with regards to a family situation again that um, um, I'm not too sure if there was a dispute or if there was passing, but I feel that the angels of healing are helping the family members that are in question, um, that are helping them through either to mend bridges or to help them to get over the loss. So it will take a bit of time for that healing to be carried out, but it will happen. Okay, and I also see as well from the color green that they're actually and you're going to love this show. There could be a bit of abundance coming your way, and what I mean by that is that you may be getting money soon. Like the word compensation comes in. I don't know if it will be compensation, but that's the word that came in to my head when I was saying about money, and I feel as well that you will get money coming your way. It will be a little bit more than you expected, but you know, you're going to be happy with the money that's coming your way anyway. And I feel that either there's a young girl or a young boy, um, I feel that they will be graduating soon, and they will get good results when they finish college. That they will get good results that will allow them to finish college, and I feel that they will get possibly a job offer or two that will take them on a great journey in their own lives. Okay, so that is all I'm getting from that card. So I hope that made sense, Cheryl.
Well, thank you very much. She said thank you, and that it did. Welcome to everybody who has just joined us in the channel. So if anybody would like a card from Aiden, let me know. Hey, Selene. Cool. Supernatural Radio. We'll take a card, also known as Corrine. Supergirl. You know, I always mess up your name. One day I'll figure it out right. That's okay. Okay, so this one is for Korean Supernatural Radio, Supergirl.
Okay, sorry, before I do Korean reading, I have to ask, I have to say to Jennifer that if she has been feeling a presence down by her feet at night, to take notice of that, and that there's a message there somewhere, and she knows what that message is. I don't know if she has been feeling someone touching her feet at night when she sleeps, or whatever, but just know that that there is a message there, and she will know what the message is within the next week or so. Okay, I'm not too sure if she's been experiencing pain in her feet, but I know that by night or when she's asleep, and she feels like hands touching her feet. Well, please know that there is a message within that, and uh,
Was that for Jennifer or for Cheryl?
for Jennifer as well.
Okay, that was for Jennifer.
Yeah, yeah. So please know that there is a message there somewhere, and that you will know what that message is. And I think what they're saying is to stay grounded and to, if you excuse the pun, to think on your feet and to get stuck into whatever you want to do, and don't procrastinate. Okay. So that was Jennifer's message. So okay, is it Corrine? Is it Corrine that?
Serene, yes,
Yeah.
supernatural radio. And
Okay.
yes, got that one, Jennifer.
Thank you for confirming that, Jennifer. Okay, the card we have picked for, I picked for Corrine is a Francesca. Is that card here? And it says on the card,
Oh,
it's called Francesca, yeah. And it says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress, okay? Okay, so, I'm sensing the name Francis. I know the card is called Francesca, but I think for Corinne, the name Francis might actually um, mean something to her. A lady named Francis, or maybe a past one, a past loved one that is coming true for her. But the name Francis, yeah, she knows who Francis is. I think she's trying to make her presence here now, and she's trying to say to you that. That she is around you, and that expect a few. I'm going to repeat what I'm getting here. Expect a few twists and turns in the story. Yes. Okay. So I repeat that. Expect a few twists and turns within the story. Yes. Okay. So that's within the next week or 2 weeks. You will see those twists and turns. Okay. Um, I'm also sensing that. That you're finding it very hard to think positively lately. A lot there's certain things going on around you that are certain people are kind of bringing you down. There's a certain situation going on around you that you find it hard to stay positive while the situation is ongoing. But please know your angels are saying to you to stay positive, not to be affected by those people's negative energy, and to know that you are right in what you're saying, and don't let anybody else try and convince you otherwise. Okay, trust your own instinct. Um, I also think as well that you may have gotten you're very welcome. You may also have an idea for a business that you want to pursue, or I don't know if you're a writer, but you may have got an idea for a book recently, or you know. I just know you got some kind of inspiration or idea recently, and they're saying not to dismiss it. Oh, you're a writer, great, okay, great, but they're telling you not to dismiss it and to sit down and to plot it out. Okay, and what I mean by that is sit down, sit somewhere quiet, and get a couple of pieces of paper. Jot down your ideas that you have, and plan each chapter as it comes to you, okay? And then when you actually do get to sit down to write the book, this will actually act as a kind of a map for you. And I know this from my own experience because I'm a writer too, and it helps me as well. And it kind of acts as a roadmap. But just know that if you are going writing this book, okay, the characters in the book may take you on a different direction than what you already started out by, what you hoped for, okay? So don't be afraid to go in that direction. Let them take you in that direction and see where it takes you, and you will actually end up really surprised um, by the outcome of the story, and it might actually be a lot better than what you expected. Um, I also sense as well that there is kind of like a grandmother figure around you or a grandmother around you. I feel that she is protecting you a lot too, and she is kind of, to me, it seems like she's holding up her hand and she's kind of like, no, stop, and then she's trying to keep negative people from getting at you or hurting you, or she's trying to shield you in that way. So, so, sorry, I'm just laughing at Darlene's comment. But this lady, this grandmother type figure is uh, keeping negative people away from you, okay? And she is saying to stand your ground and not to let them get the better of you, okay? Because I feel that you're actually quite intuitive, that you can actually read people very well, and that you can usually um, tell what a person is like just by looking at them, and within 30 seconds or less than a minute, you know what they're like. So I think what they're saying here is just surround yourself with positive people. Don't let negative people put you down, and to be very careful with who you share your new inspiration or new idea with, because they may try to put a damper on it, or they may try to talk you out of it. Okay, so trust those that you know will give you an honest opinion. But what I'm telling you is don't tell them, and don't tell anyone your idea just yet. Wait till you have it fully thought out, and then tell people, because that way then it won't discourage you or it won't put you off in any way. So, okay, I'm just going to see is there anything else I can pick up from this card. I see a flower here called lily. Um, you know a lily in your life, or is there white flowers around you? I feel that both the flower and the name lily. Oh, you love lilies. Okay. Okay. Well, um, they're telling me to stay. Oh God! I was just, as I looked at the screen, I just saw a white arm go up like that. So that's amazing. So that's probably Francis telling you to pay attention or to trust what you're seeing or hearing. But I feel the lilies are telling you to, as well, to look on the bright side of life, to count your blessings, and to that every day that we're here is a blessing. I know it's something we take for granted. We wake up in the morning, we get up and go about our business, but I suppose we're not thankful enough that we can do it. It's just like, the ability to walk. We can do it. As I found out myself years ago, I knocked down by a car. I couldn't walk for 6 months, and when I eventually did get to walk, I was a lot more appreciative. So even the little things in life, always be appreciative of them. And they're saying with the lilies are a symbol for you to keep positive and to keep going ahead, and don't let anybody stop you, and to keep pursuing that idea that you will have or you may have already. So it's that card, so I hope that has helped.
I almost did it. That was very good.
Thank you.
The girl says thank you very much. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Next up is Jackie. Jackie, you still here? Here she is. There you go.
Okay. The card I picked for Jackie it is Athena, and it says on the card, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay, what this card tells me is that Jackie is a person who is very caring, very loving, and she likes to stand her ground. She likes to stand up for people who may find it hard to stand up for themselves. I feel that she is a great person to have as a friend, and feel that she is a lady that would be there for you if the chips are down, and she would actually have your back and she would help out. Um, I feel that good naturedness in Jackie is going to actually pay off, and I feel that she's going to get a blessing very soon, within the next 2 months, um, that will actually benefit her and her family in a big way. And I think she has an inkling or an idea of what I'm talking about with regards to blessing. Um, but please know it is coming and it will come your way, okay? Um, I feel that you are an inspiration, Jackie, to certain people around you. I feel that there's a young male, possibly a son or a grandson, that really admires you and really looks up to you. And um, and he is, you know, to him, you're his world. You're his world, and he really admires you, and he takes a lot of the advice that you give him, and he listens, and that he really respects you and loves you. And I know sometimes he may not always say it, but he does love you, okay? And I hope that makes sense. Um, as I look at the card, okay, I see there's an angel on the card, and to me, it looks like the evil queen from Snow White. Um, is there a relevance to Snow White in your life, Jackie? Did you like Snow White growing up, or is there some connection to Snow White there somehow? Um, might just let me know when you can, please. But this lady is saying that Snow White was yeah, apples. That's the one thing I saw as well in my mind, apples, you know. And Scott. um but that like Snow White. Snow White is a lovely person too. She obviously she got poisoned when she bit the apple, but she learned from her mistakes and she was brought back to life. And what they're saying is for you to learn from your mistakes and not to let um, um, but they're saying that to learn from your mistakes and to grow. And I feel you have grown a lot. I feel that you have come on a lot lately within the last couple of years. Um, you are stronger now than you were, say, 3 or 4 years ago. And I feel that your confidence inside of you, excuse me, has grown as well. There's two spirits around you that I feel that they're quite funny actually. Um, they're male and female. They're a male and female. I think the male is more a bit of a joker than female. I think the female is kind of a bit more serious. Kind of like that if you kind of go off in a different direction, that she kind of catches you by the shoulders metaphorically and puts you back on track. The male is more of a prankster, more of a joker, and I feel that the the male is around you a lot. He puts you in a good form. He kind of keeps you happy, and he tries to lift your spirits when you're feeling down. Okay. Um, I think his name might be Mike. there somebody that has passed called Mike in your family? But this name Mike anyway, it keeps coming up, and I think this may be him. And I feel that's what he's saying, that he's there to lift your spirits and he wants you to be happy and that you will, oh sorry, okay, sorry, but there is the spirit and he does actually, he's with you and he wants you to stay happy and he wants you not, to not give up in what you want to do and to not lose hope in your current situation. To always, when you're feeling down or when you're feeling uh, when you're feeling down or when you're feeling kind of very negative, I think they're saying either throw on a video or throw on a song that picks you up, that you really need to keep positive vibration in the house, keep the vibration in the house really, really high and really positive if you can. I know it's not always easy, and they're saying, you know, to believe in yourself and that you will actually, I think things may improve. It may take a while, but things may improve for you. And I do believe, though, that there will be a bit of luck coming your way within the next 2 to 3 months, and it will help you with regards to your home life. Okay, so that's that. So that's Corinne's reading. Thank you, and I hope you. Or Jackie's reading. Sorry. Thank you.
Jackie Judy. Yeah. She says she plays old records to lift the energy in her home, which is totally
That's
spot on. Music will raise the energy every time. Very good again. Let's take a little, you ready for a little break there? Not that we
yeah.
can do anything, I'll sing. I haven't figured out how to put music on yet. Just give me time. I'm slow, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
we'll have Jennifer sing.
I usually sing in the shower, but I won't sing now. No, I can't whistle. I can't whistle. No.
Okay. Well, before anybody sort of starts to worry, that was Jackie. We have Diane Jane is next, and then Diane Hamilton. You're going to have a lot of Dianes tonight. We got a room full of D's and C's. Diane's and Kareem's, whatever. Y'all are here. Okay.
I
Um,
hope if anybody would
next,
like to ask a yes/no question, you know, please feel free to. If they'd like to ask a question, or as in that the question I can be answered yes or no, you know, please feel free to, and I'll try and answer it if I can.
okay, somebody you're doing the reading for, the card reading for, if they have a question to go along with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So anybody got a question in there? Okay, well, it'll be Diane Jane first.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, you are one very proud mama, and you should be. You should be pulling on those straps.
Okay, so does Diane have a question to ask, or would she just like a general reading?
Give her a couple of seconds. She was just a general, please.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so the card I picked out is Isaiah. That's hope you guys can see it. Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Isaiah. Okay. I feel that Jackie knows the name Isaiah for some reason, or she knows, or it rings a bell for some reason. But on the card itself, it said it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Okay, well, I feel that with regards to giving birth, I feel that there's someone around her that's having a baby, and it's quite an exciting time for that person, um, and nerve-wracking as well. Um, I feel it's going to be a boy. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but that's what I'm sensing. Um, but I also feel, Diane, that you have you thought about moving? Have you thought about moving? Have you thought about moving? Yes, you have. Okay. I feel like now is the right time for you to move, and that I feel that where you are right now, to you. Oh yes, there it is. That's the card. Yes. Um, I feel that where you are right now, it feels like things are stagnant. Okay, both in the energy in the area that you're in, but also possibly with the relationship. Okay, I feel that you want new things in your life, that you no longer want to be where you are now, that you want to move in a new direction. Okay, you're not in a relationship, okay, sorry, but the area that you're in or the energy around the house, it just feels stagnant and you want to move. Okay, I get the sense that you're not liking the area that you uh, that you're living in. I feel that there may be a few neighbours that you're not getting on with. I think one is kind of very that you find negative, but there's one that's kind of loud, that maybe has loud music playing sometimes, or they're just very noisy. They may have a dog that's constantly barking, and they're just grating on your nerves, they just really make you angry, okay? Because I do sense from this part and from your energy, and yeah, and that you're just getting very frustrated, and you're feeling like, God, will this ever end? This frustration, and it will end. And I do feel that if you're thinking of moving, that now is the right time to move. Okay. Um, the angel of fortune is what watching over you now, and He's with you now. And I believe if you think positively and keep thinking positively and keep taking the action that you want to take, that you need to take, that the change that you desire is coming, and it's coming a lot quicker than you realize, and it will come quicker than you realize. Okay, I feel that things are happening around you a lot lately, as in things are happening. There's a lot going on. It's such a short space of time. It's very chaotic around you. Um, it's like there's constant changing, constant changes. It's like one thing could just end and another thing will just start straight away. It's like you don't really have enough time to breathe. It's like, and then all of a sudden something else happens and you have to deal with that situation. And that has been, I believe that has been draining for you. And I actually kind of feel tired, you know, um, for you. I can feel you're tired. I can feel your frustration. And they're saying that if you move, a lot of that will stop. No, it won't stop completely, but a lot of it will stop. Okay, and you'll be a lot happier where you're going to move to. And I believe that you will actually find the person that you're looking to move, as in a relationship wise. I also sense as well. I keep seeing something about a car. Are you having some trouble with a car, or let me just see what I'm trying to say now. Um, that when you're sitting in a car, that you don't feel alone in the car. Would that be right? Yes. Okay. That when you're in the car, you don't feel alone, and sometimes this can comfort you, but sometimes you don't get a good feeling from this either. Okay. And I feel that you don't really know what to do about it. That you're not too sure whether it's a good thing or whether it's a bad thing. But what I'm feeling is, if you're not too sure about it, if you're nervous about it, to call in Archangel Michael and ask him to remove any negative spirit that's there, okay? Um, to me personally, I do feel that whatever is there is positive a lot of times, but sometimes, yes, something negative could come in. So, is your house near a graveyard by any chance, or is there a graveyard near your home? Okay. Okay. Well, I feel that I feel it's kind of sacred. Okay.
Yeah.
I
She said it's on Aboriginal ground.
yeah yeah I feel this kind of sacred ground. That's what I was kind of getting, and I feel that it hasn't been respected. it should be. And I feel that there something may have been stirred up. But if you are frightened about going in your car, or if you feel like something negative in the car, then yeah, okay. Well, they're saying that if you're feeling negative, if you feel something negative in the car, to call Michael, and he will help whoever is in there along. And that, you know, it's not a problem. I do feel well that there's a lady living is around you. I feel this mail is very negative, you know, and like I call people like him an energy vampire. That you could be in their presence for about 10 minutes and you just come away feeling so drained, okay, so tired. I feel what they're saying is that, you know, if you know the guy I'm on about, or if this person, you know the person I'm on about, that you will try and reduce your time with him, okay, because I feel that he is actually draining your energy and he actually kind of breaks you down as well, okay? So I hope that makes sense. There's, I do feel as well that there is a strong male spirit around you as well, and this male spirit is going to help you um, to make some really tough decisions within the next couple of months. And I think one of those decisions will be to move. And I feel that you will move, and I feel you'll be happier where you are. But the one thing I will say to you is, uh, when you do move, the house you move into, make sure you cleanse it first, okay? Get sage or, you know, maybe you incense sticks and just light the sage or incense sticks and just clear the area of all negative energy, okay? And I feel that you will be so that's the injury.
Okay. Hold on. Yes, I'm unmuted. Okay, remember to check if I'm unmuted. Thank you very much. Very good, Diane. She's very spot on. Thank you. Next up is Diane Hamilton. Diane, are you still here? And do you have a specific question that you wish out and Aiden to focus on? And I might just have to reset my mouth. You're doing a very awesome job. Yes.
Thanks very much. I appreciate that. So is there a question, Diane? Oh yes. Oh
No,
yes.
she has the general reading, please.
Okay. um, again, like Francesca, I feel that the name on this card is going to ring a bell with Diane, and it's Vanessa. Okay, guys, can you guys see that? Vanessa. And it says in the card, to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. Okay? So, okay. What they're saying here is, I feel Diane is involved in spiritual work as well. I think Diane does readings like myself, and I get the sense that you may have been thinking to yourself, you know, should I continue on with this, or should I just back off a little bit and not do it for a while? Um, well, you have to ask yourself, what do you feel in your gut? You say to yourself, okay, should I back away? And when you ask yourself that question, just feel just stop and see what you're feeling in your gut. And you should, or when you ask yourself, okay, should I continue doing this? Again, stop and feel what you're seeing in your gut, okay, what you're feeling in your gut. But I think myself that you should continue doing this. Because when I was saying to you, should I continue doing this, I could feel like your heart lifting. And I know sometimes, you know, being a reader, and I'm sure Darlene and anybody else who does this or who does it, that sometimes we become disheartened or we become disillusioned, and we, we think to ourselves, what's the point? But as I always say, even if you only touch one person and help one person, there's no telling what that one person can go on to achieve. So what you do always matters, okay? It always matters. And, so words are very powerful things, okay? And words have power and they have meaning. And when you say the right words to a person that really needs to hear encouragement, it really is a lifeline to them. Okay? So what you're doing is great work and you really are helping people, okay? So don't take your gift for granted, okay? And you do help a lot of people in a lot of ways, not just through the readings, but through other ways as well. So you really are a great person, and I don't know if you work in a hospital or around doctors or whatever, but again, I'm seeing the word healing and I'm seeing the word health, or I'm seeing the color green and I'm seeing Archangel Raphael too, and you can see the card in front of you. There's green in that card, and I feel Archangel Raphael surrounds you a lot, and he's helping you heal in other ways as well. I feel from this card you can down lately, like a person did come true for you. You needed you needed that person to come true for you. So I feel Archangel Raphael is helping you from that situation, and take that experience, if it makes some sense to you, if that's true, to take from that experience what you can and learn from it, and also pass on that knowledge to other people, um, and to not give up hope. That you are a beacon of hope to people around you, and are a beacon of hope, and you give people hope to other people, and not to forget that, okay, and to keep up with the readings and keep up with your spiritual work, and always, give thanks afterwards. That we can do this. I suppose it's just like walking, like I said earlier. We just take it for granted because we're so used to doing it every day that we don't stop and give thanks for it. So always give thanks for what you can do. And I know you always do give thanks, but uh, just just know that God is very happy with what you're doing. He's very proud of what you're doing. Your angels are very proud of you, and to be proud of yourself as well. So give yourself credit too. And that's what that card is saying. So it's that card.
Okay, well,
So thank you, Dan.
you knocked your socks off. You're doing really good this evening. All right, is there anybody else in the chat room? Because my list has now ended. And hello, Carol. Would you like a reading from Maiden? Ooh, Fellini. Okay. So
Does Selene want to go next, or
yes, Fellini will be next. Please. Fellini, do you have a question or just there she goes, Jen. Get out of my mind, girl.
okay, general reading? Okay. Oh, this is a really good card for Fellini. Okay, I'm gonna just put it up here. It's called Almeida, and it's a unicorn. Okay, and it says, "Victory, your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work." Okay. Um, First of all, what we're saying with this card is that what you've been working your way towards. Okay. Um, uh, what you've been working so hard for is finally coming to you, okay? I feel you're going to get the recognition that you deserve, that you feel that you should have gotten a while back, but you're getting it now. And that there is a lot of blessings coming your way, and that you, it's kind of like things will start to fall into place. It was like all along, certain things mightn't have made sense, but now things will start to fall into place. It'll be like a domino effect. When something happens, when one thing starts to make sense, then other things will start to make sense as well. well, you know. So it would be like a domino effect. Yes, that's the card there. Um, it would like it would be like that there's a lot of good things happening around you, and it'd be like kind of magical the way that all these good things seem to be happening around at once. And then again, it's all down to your hard work. It's like there'll be doors opening, a lot of doors opening for you, okay? And what that means is that you will get a number of opportunities, okay? And what that means is that, like, today, for example, you might get one opportunity, and then tomorrow another opportunity will come, and then you kind of like, oh my God, which way, you know, what do I go for? Do I go for A or do I go for B? Um, I'm also looking at the unicorn itself, and I have a question for Fellini. Do you like horses, or do you find a significance, or do you find yourself being comfortable around horses? But anyway, what they're saying is that this horse symbolizes strength, okay, and that the unicorn, sorry, symbolizes strength, and that you are a very strong person in a lot of ways, and you may not feel strong at times, but you are strong, and you've come on a long way, with, you know, from where you were, and they're saying that you sometimes underestimate yourself, or you sometimes talk yourself out as, you know, doing certain things. Right? Okay, but I think what they're saying here is that you that you sometimes underestimate yourself. That you sometimes talk yourself out of doing something that you want to do, but you're scared to do. Okay, and I feel that you're stronger than you realize, and that um, you will get to be where you want to be. Okay, you will get to go where you want to go, and I feel that maybe within the next year or 2 years you may move as well. Okay, and that you may move within the next year or two, and this will be a great time for you, okay, in a lot of ways, and more opportunities will come, and you'll actually your hard work will pay off, and it will be a type of validation when it does pay off, that people will finally um, recognize your worth. And I get the feeling sometimes that you're not fully appreciated by those around you, of what you're doing. Those around you is not fully appreciated. And sorry, Diane, the name of the deck is Messages from Your Angels. Okay, Messages from Your Angels. Um, but I feel, Fellini, that you're not appreciated by certain people around you. That you try your best to help and please those people, but they're not fully receptive or fully appreciative of your efforts or the work that you do. And but uh, they're saying that not to give too much of your energy to those people as you were, because they don't appreciate what you do. But there will be more people coming into your life that do appreciate you, and that will actually appreciate what you do for them. Um, as I see, is there anything else from this card? Again, in the background of this card is that there is blue skies, and again that tells me that there are a lot of great opportunities coming your way, and that there's a really positive phase of your life coming about. Um, I'm sensing that if you do move, that you move to a place where there's a lot of trees, okay, that there'll be more trees than where you are now, and yeah, I sense that this new place you'll get a lot more of a positive vibe. You feel more enthusiastic. Um, that I feel lately you've been feeling a bit sluggish. That you've been uh, not as energetic as you may have been before. Um, that's the case, then please drink plenty of water. Okay, try and stay away from soda. Like drinks like Coca-Cola, or other type of fizzy drinks like that. and to eat more fruit as well. Okay, I don't know if you like fruit, but okay, no problem, man. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, really. But to eat more fruit and to eat healthily and just give yourself a break too and hang around more positive-minded people and like-minded people, and they will really lift you up, okay, and they will help you to where you need to be, okay. So and there is a grandmother type spirit around you. Um, I feel that this lady is helping you too, and I feel that she's helping you to deal with something emotionally, and she's guiding you and helping you in a lot of ways, and she is going to continue to help you um, over the next 6 months especially, because I feel the next 6 months will be tough for you, so certain ways. So but there will also be blessings coming your way within the next six months. So it will be an exciting time, but there will also be tough decisions to be made. This lady will help you make those make your mind up on those decisions. So that's that card.
I'm still muted. That's funny. That was so sweet. Thank you very much again. Another good reading.
Very well.
Okay. We have Miss Christy Who. Christy Who. Christy, do you want a general reading or do you have a specific question? I'm trying to come up with a question for you, Aiden. And
Okay.
Christy says general, please.
Um, Patience. That's what this card says, patience. It says, now is the time to learn, to study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Okay, well, the first thing that jumped out of that card was patience. Um, I says that sometimes, Chris, or Christy, I feel that you can be impatient. Would that be correct? Or that you're wanting to have more patience than what you're having, and it's just that there's certain people around you that are making you really annoyed, and that they're causing you to be impatient, and that they're wanting something to happen, or they're wanting results a lot more quickly too than what you're getting. So they're causing you to be impatient, even though you're trying to be patient, you want more patience, but they're causing you to be impatient. Sorry, I know that's confusing there. So what they're saying is to be patient, and that the outcome that you're looking for, as you can see there, the outcome that you're looking for um, is going to happen, okay? And I think there's a certain male around you that's causing aggravation, and he's causing a lot of this kind of frustration as well, and he's wanting something to happen too a lot quicker than what it is. But as I said earlier, um, everything happens in God's time, not our time. So I feel that when it does happen, it will be worth the wait. Okay. I see here as well. It says in the card that I won't say that you're a student. Okay, I don't know if you are a student. I don't think you are, but I do feel though that you're going to learn a very important lesson soon. Okay, and it will help you in going a certain direction. Because I feel right now that there's there's different routes. Okay, there's different kind of pathways open in front of you, and you don't know which direction to go in. Okay, and when I say um, routes or pathways, I mean um, ways of solving a problem. Okay, and it would be like there's different ways of solving a problem, and I feel are different things open to you. Okay. But I think what they're saying is that you will get the answer to the direction you need to go, but just to not rush into anything, and that it will come to you, okay? And to think things through, don't rush into anything, alright? Um, so, in this card as well, you can see the sun rising. That means that there's a new positive area, a new positive phase coming into your life. There's also meaning that there will be a certain light shed on a situation that will reveal more than what people expected, okay? Um, I feel like there's a situation going on right now in your life that you only know some of the facts, okay? You don't know all the facts, you only know some of the facts. Well, I believe something is going to happen that will shed more light on that situation, and it actually will make more things known, and it will give more, how should I say, I won't say closure to the family, but it will give more of an answer that the family has been seeking, or it might be more an answer to you for the answer that you've been seeking, and it will let you know why a certain thing happened more recently, but also in your distant past as well. Okay, I feel something happened in your teens, and that you may not have fully gotten over it, but this the new light that's going to be shed on the situation will help you, okay? And it will help you gain a different perspective, and you will appreciate the perspective a bit more, okay? Um, and I also feel as well that you want to start something, you want to kind of don't know if it's a business idea or if you had thought about going back to college or doing some kind of course, but you definitely want change in your life, and you definitely want to move in a new direction. And sometimes starting new or starting afresh can be scary, but it will be worth it. And I feel that you do need to start afresh, and I feel that you do want to go down a certain direction. I feel that you know deep down where you want to go and in which direction you want to go. But you're kind of hesitant, but there's also other responsibilities at home that's kind of holding you back. Well, please understand that those responsibilities will be taken care of within the next year or two, that will allow you, or slightly longer, that will allow you to move forward and move in the direction that you want to go. Okay? Um, and also call on your angels more too. I think your angels are saying to me that you don't call on them enough, that you try to do everything yourself. You maybe don't ask for as much help as you would like, and you should ask for help more. So your angels are saying to call them for help, and that they will help you, and that have been helping you all along. You just call them, keep calling on them, and they will continue to help you. Okay. I also sense as well that there may be a male around you. I don't know if he's your father or an uncle or whatever, but I do feel that this male is sick. He's not well at the moment, and that you're kind of worried about him. And I just sense that this person will be okay. It may take a while for them to recover, but I feel that they will be okay. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you with the male that I'm talking about, the sick male, that he will get better. Okay. And I'm getting the name Dorothy as well, like, Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, but this name Dorothy is coming across really strong. Um, do you know a Dorothy? Well, you, great. I just get the name Dorothy for some reason, and that, yeah, okay. I feel that she is coming in quite strong, and she is saying that, um, she's saying don't be a quitter, okay? Don't give up. keep at it, and I feel that you will get to go in the direction that you want to go, but don't give up hope, okay? I think that's it. I think that's all I'm getting from that card, so I hope that that made sense to Christy. Okay, so we do one more. Is Carol want to read it?
Yes, Carol wants to read,
Okay,
and
I'll
she
just,
will be our last.
sorry, I'm getting a bit hoarse. Okay, so, she'll pick a card. Okay, Carol. Thank you guys, I really appreciate that. Okay, so, okay. This card we have here for Carol is called Zena. Zanna. I just moved into the camera there. Okay, Zena. And it says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Okay? Okay, from this card, I feel that the a certain thing in your past, okay, oh sorry, the last a negative situation that was happening is now behind you. It's done. It's gone. It's like you can finally breathe and go. You know, it's like you can finally just relax now and you can move forward. And in some ways, it's like there's healing going on right now as well inside of you. Okay. Um, I feel that you are protected. Archangel Michael, that's the card there. Archangel Michael is around you a lot, and he really has your back in this situation. Okay, the negative situation that you went through is now behind you, and he was with you all the time. He was guiding you, and I feel at times that it was quite emotional for you, and you felt like kind of like you were crumbling, but there always felt like there was something or someone holding you up that was keeping you together and it was keeping you, keeping you strong and letting you know that you're not alone, and that you will get through this, and you did get through it, okay? I also feel as well that there's certain people around you that really stepped in and really helped you in this situation, and that you now know who your true friends are, and that um, you do, you know who's there for you and who's not there for you, okay? I hope that's making sense so far. Um, also as well, they're saying to me, and I think you are beginning to do this, I think you need to take more time for yourself, okay? You're so busy running around and maybe looking after other people that you need to take time for yourself, okay? That you need to relax, and you need to just, maybe get back into meditating again, or get back into doing angel card readings, or if you have tarot cards or angel cards, do them as well. Okay? Um, let's see what
Carol
else.
will be coming on this show in the future. She does magic as well.
So I will see something else from this card. I see it in this card as well that there is a gate. There's a gate opening, and um, this gate is kind of like allowing you to enter, or is allowing you to go somewhere where you need to be. It's allowing you to maybe go further spiritually as well. Okay, and the gate actually is opening right now. And what we mean by that is that there's lots of opportunities coming your way. Um, there's one person in particular, and I feel it's a female, where she will admit that she was wrong, and she won't admit it straight away, but she will admit to you that she was wrong and that you were right. And I feel this lady is stubborn, and I feel that she is very slow to admit that she is wrong. So she will come to you and say that she was wrong and that you were right, and she will apologize. And I'm still seeing roses as well. Does the name Rose mean anything to you? The name Rose? I don't know if there's roses around you, but the name Rose is coming across strong. And okay, dog. Okay, no, Rose. Well, this the name Rose is coming across quite strong, and it's actually, I suppose, Rose is probably around you. I don't know if Rose is spirit now, but I feel he is or she is. But I also sense as well that maybe you've been finding perfume smells around you a lot lately, right? The smell of flowers or the smell of perfume. Have you been finding that around you a lot lately? Yes. Okay. Well, that could be. I think that's Rose. That she's around. But there's also that you're Was there an aunt that you were very close to that passed away? I think that she's around you a lot too, and she's letting you know exactly that she's there and that you're not alone. And there was possibly an M in her name, like Mary, but there was an M, and I see like a W as well. Uh, like, I don't know if it's the same person, but there's the surname Wilson, meaning Wilson. Yeah. Yeah, that's the surname. That's the name I keep seeing. And I don't know if it's the same lady or whatever, but I know your Auntie Mary is around you right now and she's helping you, okay? But I feel the name Wilson is with you as well. And there's a connection to both spirit and living. I feel that this Wilson person that may be living has someone in the past that's around you as well. Okay? Does that make sense? And that your Aunt Mary and this person belonging to the Wilson, that they were friends, that they're both around you now and they're both helping you, asking you, telling you to stay strong. Okay? Um, have you been seeing, I'm sensing as well, you've been seeing a green light. Have you been seeing green lights lately? Color green in your corner of your eye, yeah. Well, they're saying that there's two things that being like. The first is that it's the angel of healing. He's healing you and he's healing other people around you, especially an old lady that you know. I don't know if it's your mother or if there's, I think, a lady very close to you that is not feeling very well and that you know her, possibly a neighbor, and that she's been healed right now, but also that you are being healed as well, and that there's prosperity coming your way too. Okay, only if you allow us to come in. And what I mean by that is to not be to keep thinking positively and to let positive energy come in. Don't be a block. Don't be a wall for the energy. Let it come in. I know you're letting it come in anyway, but be a conduit to it and think more positively. Okay, I know you've been thinking positive a lot lately, but to keep that up. Okay, and I'm also sensing a David as well. A David in the Spirit. Do you know David in the Spirit? Okay, well he's with you as well, and something about a ball, a BALL, ball. I think he's saying this, having a ball over here. Does that make sense to you? Okay, well that's what he says. He's having a ball over here, and yeah, he's having a pretty wild time. So yeah, I think that's what he's saying. So he's also saying that, and I hope I'm getting this right. This is his words, okay? That's what he's saying. That's what he's telling me. Tell you. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm hearing, and I don't know. He is saying that a lot.
It says it does.
So that's it. Okay. I think that's all that I could get from Carol. So I hope that makes sense to you. Oh, and David said as well that you're not alone. Okay, that you're not alone, and what he means by that is that you're not alone in the decision you're going to make, because others will support that decision, but you're also not alone in your house. That I feel that when you feel alone, that he's there with you, and so is the other two people that I mentioned, your Aunt Mary and this other person belonging to the Wilson as well. So that's all readings today.
You did very well.
Thank you. Thanks.
Um, okay, we have somebody who has something to say to you. So if you just hang on a second. All right,
Hello.
good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yep.
can.
I'm a little emotional, so I'm going to keep this short. Aiden, you have made me very proud today.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Um, you are a prime example of devotion and dedication and doing the work. In the time I have known you, you have always blown me away, but you have really been doing much more than that lately. But you are a prime example of what really being devoted and dedicated is all about, and what doing the actual work can and will do for you. I'm very proud of you. Very proud.
Aw. That's high praise. Jennifer does not give praise lightly. She gives it where it's deserved, and when she has something to say, she will say it. So
Thank
yes,
you.
I agree. You did an awesome job this evening. I thank you very much, and for putting up with the craziness in the chat room. And I'm glad I finally got to get the pictures, the cards up. I took a little bit of while finding them, but everybody, if you need, if you go back and listen in the archives and you want to see the card that you had, just Google search it.
Thank you, Karen.
It was awesome, awesome show. Thank you very, very much. Thank you everybody in the chat room. Aiden, if you have anything coming up, I do believe that you were talking about editing books and stuff. So people get in touch with Aiden on Aiden Lucid on Facebook. He is an amazing young man. As you've heard through the show, his readings have been spot on for everybody. So everybody have a good night. Aiden, thank you once again. Everybody in my chat room, y'all behave yourselves. If you can't, don't get
Thank
caught.
you. Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.